The following is a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie show on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. This is Free Kicks. Okay, Adam, lots to talk about this week.
Yeah.
Including this very special goal. Let's talk about that.
And it goes deep. Jesus down. Gibbs White has got it in.
Wow.
Out of nothing. Nottingham Forest are level at the Etihad. They've barely been out of their own half in this second half, but they are level. Morgan Gibbs White, 1-1.
And, you know, you can't do it justice. You have to see it. Go out and try to look at it. It was a back heel from inside the 6-yard box.
Yep.
Nutmegged the defender, and the goalie didn't even see it.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Wow.
And it came out, as the announcer said, it came out of nothing. So, congratulations to them. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about lots of other stuff because it is time for Free Kicks.
And now, Free Kicks. Free Kicks with Illinois Youth Soccer Association's Director of Coaching, Adam Howarth, and Rick Kemper.
So that goal also had a damaging effect on Manchester City, who, if they had won that game, would have kept the pressure on Arsenal. As it sits right now, Arsenal's up by 7 points.
That's right.
Although Man City still has a game in hand.
Yep.
So let's say, 4 points.
Correct,
if they win that. But Nottingham Forest, we'll talk about them in a second, but you kind of feel bad for them because they got a great result, and yet they're in trouble. And we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah. So
Arsenal won 2 games since we last spoke. They beat Chelsea thanks to another red card
exactly.
from Neto. And they beat Brighton. Did you see that goal?
I did see that one. A little bit lucky.
A little bit lucky. It was a slight deflection, and it went through the legs of the goalkeeper.
Yeah, for Bergen,
It really looked bad.
Yeah, it did look good. And it was early in the game, too. So classic Arsenal, and then they just held on for the rest of the 82 minutes.
Right. It's true. And, Brighton's coach, did you see his interview?
Yeah, he wasn't too happy, was he?
No, he was not. He's like, hey, this isn't even football.
I know.
They're just time wasting. Now, that's not totally true.
Yeah.
I mean, defense is defense, right?
Yeah, and it's an interesting one because I've been listening to some of the pundits in the last day or so just talking about how, Arsenal has kind of turned into this machine of obviously restarts, time wasting, and all those types of things. Yeah. But then also everybody goes back to previous teams that did it. And my team Chelsea was probably was the team that comes up always as they were very structured in how they played the game, and they were very concise and intentional in what they did. So you got all those things. Now, the thing with Arsenal is it seems like it's only been happening in the last few weeks where there's a little bit of pressure on them. Yeah. And they seem to be stressed out, it looks like. And so that's led to this time-wasting thing. I'm okay with the set pieces. I mean, they've got
a coach.
Yeah.
Nicholas Jover or Jover, I don't know how to pronounce it. The dead ball coach.
Yeah,
which is kind of, I wouldn't want that on my business card.
Dead balls, Nicholas.
But he is huge around Arsenal. They've got a mural, painted on his behalf, and his contract pays him a bonus every time Arsenal scores.
Right. That's interesting.
On a set piece.
And I tried to research this. Yeah. I couldn't find what that bonus was. I would love to know.
I would love to know, too.
I mean, it's probably more than a cup of tea and a couple of biscuits.
I would think so.
I'm guessing it's probably in the thousands, maybe.
Oh, I thought you were going to say probably some bangers and mash.
Exactly.
Maybe, and some brown sauce.
Absolutely. But I love when you sent me the information here. So I want you to say this with when the goal's coming in. Go ahead. I love to see you read this sentence out. Okay. It was great.
With 9 coming from corners in the Premier League so far, he's quids in and then some.
I love it. Quids in, everyone. So that means he's doing well. Quids
exactly.
in. That's good. You're turning English so much. It's
honorary
amazing.
Englishman. Honorary Englishman. All right, so that's the struggle for the title.
Yeah.
Right? It's looking like it's Arsenal's, but as you mentioned, they're feeling the heat.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not over.
Oh, I agree. I mean, it's really a two-horse race, let's be honest, at this point. But, and they've still got to play each other. That's going to be the big game. And if anything changes there, they're down. I mean, they're 7 points ahead, like you said. They get it to 4. They play each other. It's down to 1. Ooh.
Right.
And as Fergie used to say, you may have heard this expression, then it becomes squeaky bum time. All those people who know about that, they'll know.
So squeaky you can't fit the quids in. So let's talk about the relegation battle, because that has gotten quite interesting. Mm-hmm. West Ham United is
big win.
Is looking pretty good. I mean, they lost against Liverpool, but then they came back and they beat Fulham 1-0.
Yep.
And now they're tied in points with Nottingham Forest.
That's right.
So Nottingham Forest goes and gets a draw against Manchester City.
Yeah.
And still falls in the ratings.
Yeah, it was a great result for Forest. I mean, for them to get a point, it's amazing. But then West Ham go ahead and win away at Fulham. Not an easy place to win at. Somerville scored, and great for them. I mean, they're on such a good run right now. Like you said, though, I think they were a bit unlucky against Liverpool. I mean, they played fairly well.
They did, actually, yes.
And it was a very wide open game,
right.
And then they seemed to lock things down a lot better against Fulham. And I'm looking at their statistics. They've lost a couple in the last 7, but they're there. They're getting some draws. They're getting some wins. That's pushed them back up. They've got to work on that goal differential, but West Ham, I think the way they're playing, they could stay up.
I know. So that if they do stay up, who are we talking about that is in danger?
And this is the thing. I mean, Forest now has a bit of momentum. We're going to find out. I mean, obviously, we're recording this on a Thursday. This is the big game tonight, Thursday. We're not going to know the result, obviously, but Tottenham, I mean, they are the worst informed team out of that bottom 6.
They are. They're terrible. They've been really bad lately. Mm-hmm. So we'll find out. By the time this drops, you'll know.
Yeah, exactly. They play Crystal Palace, which is not, again, they're struggling as well.
Right.
More so off the field with all of their theatrics that they've had to deal with.
True.
But
they're vulnerable.
I mean, it could be a good result. I mean, realistically, Tottenham gets 3 wins, they're out of danger. No problem.
Right.
Done. But they got to win. That's the thing.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Wolves.
Yeah.
All right. They're in dead last.
Yeah.
And yet, in the last 2 weeks, they've beaten Villa.
Yeah.
They beat Liverpool. And that was just a crusher as a Liverpool fan. In the 97th minute, they beat Liverpool. And before that, they got a draw against Arsenal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're doing okay against the top 6.
I mean, I know we looked at the numbers. It looks like it's not really possible for them to climb out, but they're sure going down with a bang, aren't they?
Yeah, I'll give a lot of credit to Rob Edwards. He's kind of got them playing and got them organised a little bit. I mean, they're doing a lot of defending, let's be honest.
They are.
They're still under the cosh, even with Liverpool. They should have scored so many goals. It was ridiculous. But they fought and they were able to clear balls off the line and do things they need to do and got the result. But yeah, at least they're going down with a fight, which is great, which in a lot of ways probably helps some of those other teams above them because I think they're just too far behind to catch them.
Right. It doesn't really matter if they win games. All right, so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
And the other team that we haven't talked about yet is Leeds.
Yeah.
Leeds looked like they were safe a few weeks ago, and suddenly they don't look safe anymore.
Yeah, they've lost the last couple, so they've been a bit up and down. I mean, I think they're still consistent enough this season to probably stay up, but they need another couple wins. Right. They really do. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the battle for 4th, which I think this year is really the battle for 5th.
Okay, yeah, right? Yeah, because you got the 5 teams that go this year.
Yeah. So Aston Villa is in a free fall.
Yeah, no question.
They've lost twice since we last spoke. Once to the Wolves, and they looked pretty bad against Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean, Chelsea killed them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Chelsea looked very good, scored some nice goals on some counter-attacks, and Villa had some chances, couldn't put them away. But definitely, Chelsea were definitely worthy of the victory at Villa Park.
Yeah.
And you look at Villa's record recently, they've only won one game in the last 6.
I know.
So that's not good form for a top 4 team.
It's not.
So that's why Chelsea and to a certain point Liverpool were breathing down their necks. And so now it's all kind of got closed up, and then also Man United lost too.
Yeah, and you got to feel for that kid who has to who's not allowed to cut his hair.
That's right. It starts over again.
Yeah, he has to start all over again. He needs 5 wins in a row.
Yeah, exactly. So I think when you look at it for battle for 4th, obviously Chelsea's got some decent form. They've only lost once in their last 6. Liverpool, to be fair, up until this point, we're doing okay. They have 3 wins on the trot. So they're definitely battling and fighting for it. Chelsea's just a little bit ahead of them on goal difference right now.
Right.
And then, like you said, Villa's got some work to do. And they've got the worst goal differential of all the teams.
Yeah, it's only +5.
Yeah, so that's not good. That's not good.
Manchester United is in 3rd all by themselves now.
Yeah.
They're tied with Villa on points.
Yeah.
But they've been looking good, although Michael Carrick, no longer the magician.
No.
He's got a loss in his
tough one to Newcastle, because that was his boyhood team. That's who he supported as a youngster. So there was a nice little piece at the end of the game. He went over to the Newcastle crowd and gave him a round of applause. So especially in the stands where he used to watch Newcastle play. So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so I guess
don't make me say nice things about Manchester United.
So if there's a team that Michael Carrick would want to lose to, I mean that sounds terrible, but it'd probably be Newcastle.
Yeah, it'd be like me losing to the Cubs if at baseball. Yeah.
That's right.
All right, let's do our stat of the week.
Yeah,
I think you're gonna like this one. In the history of the Premier League.
Yeah.
Not the whole history of English football, but in the history of the Premier League. What team has gotten the most red cards in a single season? And what season was that?
Is this just a dig at Chelsea because we've had so many? Is that what it is? Maybe.
Could be. Could be.
So is it Chelsea this year?
It is Chelsea this year.
Really? What a shock.
You know that?
What a shocker.
Yes, they have 7 red cards in the Premier League this year.
Yeah.
9 across all competitions. Neto got the latest one. That was this past weekend.
Yeah.
Here are the players that have been sent off by Chelsea this year.
Let's go for it.
Robert Sanchez.
Yep.
Gusto.
Yep.
Chalobah.
Yep.
Caicedo. Fofana. Cucurella. And Pedro Neto.
There you go. 7.
So 7. This total, by the way, exceeds the previous highest, setting a record for the most red cards by a single team in a Premier League season.
I think the referees have been biased against Chelsea. I mean, it's quite clear. There's no reason why we should be holding this record.
Did you hear how Neto got his?
Oh, I saw the second tackle. I mean, it didn't make any sense. I mean, the thing was, he caught the guy up. So if he just stays with him, not a problem. But let's go do a slide tackle on the sideline. He's not even close to the goal.
Did you hear his explanation?
No, I don't even
He didn't know that he had a yellow already.
There you go.
He missed it. He missed the first yellow. Imagine getting so many that you don't even recognize it when you got one. All right. So let's talk about American soccer news before we get to this other stuff here. Weston McKennie.
Yeah.
We were talking about this last week. He's been looking great for Juve, and they rewarded him. They signed him to a new contract through 2030.
That's great for him.
How about that? Weston McKennie. So congratulations to him. Let's see here. He has 8 goals and 7 assists this season. That's pretty good. Yep. He started all 10 Champions League fixtures.
Yep.
And he better be a starter on the U.S. men's national team.
I'll tell you what. I mean, we have the things in spaces here. Our central midfield, if you look at it, depending on if you put Pulisic in the middle, if he plays as a 10, Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie, those guys are as good as anybody out there.
Without question.
You know, I mean, so
that's your 6 and your 8.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, so I mean, you put those two in there, depending on how you want to play, and again, who plays as that 10? That could be Luna, could be Pulisic. Who? I mean, again, that's Pochettino to figure out. He's got to figure that out. Maybe Pulisic is out wide, whatever. But we've got some pieces.
Yeah, you got Chris Richards in the back. You've got Anthony Robinson.
Absolutely.
You've got Tim Weah as outside backs.
Yes, exactly.
You've got Serginho Dest. There's some players there.
Yeah, exactly. It's just keeping them fit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the issue might be the depth. That might be a little bit of an issue. It's not like England where, Cole Palmer...
Right.
He probably won't start. I mean, people were talking about him not even going. That's how good the squad is from an England standpoint. I mean, I think he showed this past week he's probably worth going.
Yeah, you got to take him.
I bloody well better. Yeah. That's well for sure. So, absolutely.
All right, Free Kicks is brought to you by the Illinois Youth Soccer Association.
Illinois Youth Soccer has been proudly serving the Illinois soccer community since 1975 and has a strong history of credibility. Illinois Youth Soccer is a non-profit corporation, official state association, and charter member of the U.S. Soccer Federation, administers U.S. Soccer Federation coaching programs, the Olympic Development Program, and U.S. Soccer Federation referee programs. For more information, go to illinoisyouthsoccer.org.
And now, the latest Chicago area soccer news. Soccer news with Coach Adam. Coach Adam.
There's something going on.
Oh, there's always something going on. Two quick things. So the first one, before we get to our little event, I actually went to the Fire game this past weekend.
Okay.
They won 3-0. It was bloody cold out there.
I was going to ask you what the temperature was.
I went with my wife. She lasted about 75 minutes and had to go inside. She's like, I can't stand it.
75, that's pretty good.
Very good, very good. So, I mean, she got really cold. And then, ironically, that's where 2 of the goals were scored. Oh. So I kind of went back in. We were able to watch it on the screen, but it was pretty chilly. But just as a side note, they played Montreal. Montreal, they're not good.
No.
They're not good. They played 2 games. They've conceded 8 goals. Haven't scored 1 yet. So I don't know what's going to happen, but
there's no such thing as relegation, unfortunately.
No, there isn't. And the thing with the tough thing for Montreal was they had 10. They were going up against 10 players in the second half, basically the whole second half, and they still lost 3-0.
Yeah.
So if you can't beat 10, you're in trouble. But anyway,
that's right.
that was what I saw. But as a big one, so teams are getting ready. The start of the season, spring kickoff.
Right.
It's there. So we're excited to be hosting our spring kickoff next Friday. So if anybody's interested, pop me an email, doc@illinoisyouthsoccer.org. We're going to have a little Friday, little appetizers, some drinks, quick little presentation, some awards given out, and some raffle prizes as well.
Oh.
So, it will be fun. So we're going to be over at the Westwood Tavern in Schaumburg, just right off of Highway 90 there. So send me a note if you want to be able to come by, and I would love to see you and celebrate your spring season.
You know what I really love about the youth soccer in Illinois these days? I love the way tryouts are handled, in which there are no rules of any kind. You do whatever you want, whenever you want, for the entire season if you want. And there's no oversight from the leagues. And just do whatever the hell you want. That really is working great. I just want to say that's a great way to do it. All right. That's not necessarily the opinions of the Illinois Youth Soccer Association. That's just Rick.
That's Rick Kempfer. That's Rick. All he says.
That's right.
It's not me.
Time now to guess the Premier League star.
Okay, tough one.
All right,
tough one.
Good. I like tough ones.
All right, 25 years old.
Okay.
He is on his 2nd Premier League club, and he previously played for one of the teams in the relegation zone now.
So he's made a better move then.
Yes. His current team is higher in the standings than his previous team.
That's good. So it's a good move then.
It's a good move. He's not an Englishman.
Okay.
Now, this is kind of interesting. I don't know if you knew this. The name on his uniform, the back of his uniform, actually means grandson in his native language. It's like for Gilligan's Island fans, Thurston Howell III. It's like the third. There's not a junior.
Yeah.
It's the third.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've heard of a few other people with this last name on the uniform because of that. So they're not related. They're just all
right.
Yeah.
Would there be other people in the league with this same name on the back of their jerseys?
Yeah, I think so. I
Really?
think so.
So it's quite a popular name then.
Yes, I don't know if there are any right now, but I've seen others previously.
Okay.
His real last name, I'm confident you don't know it. I'm going to give it to you. It's Lamba. Lamba. Okay. He wears number 7 for his club team.
Okay.
But he'll never wear that number for his national team.
Okay. All right. So would this be a player that we spoke about earlier that got a red card this week?
Yes. He would be, as it turns out. Yes.
So, okay. And this particular player is of Portuguese descent.
Wow. Yes. He is of Portuguese descent.
Okay. And, so it's our good friend who's, I think, had a pretty decent season overall and has definitely made a good move going from the bottom team to arguably the best team in the league. He went to the world champions, let's be honest.
Right.
He's now world champion. So
yes, he went from yellow to blue.
Exactly. Pedro Neto.
Yes. And I have a marketing idea for him.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
This is free.
Okay.
It's free to the people who run his whole organization. When he scores, he should run around screaming, "Nothing but Neto."
Oh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
I like it.
It's free. I won't sue you. You can use it.
Now time for Adam's Weekend Soccer TV Tip.
All right, what do we got?
So this week, it's FA Cup.
Yes.
This is going to be good. So I'm excited.
Final 16.
The final 16, the Sweet 16, as they call it during March Madness.
Yeah.
We're Americanizing this thing. We just call it the 5th round. That's
right.
what it's called. But yeah, I'm excited to see some of these games. And it starts, and it kind of goes all weekend, which is nice. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So the first game Friday is your boys Liverpool.
Right.
That's tomorrow, 2:00, away at Wolverhampton Wanderers.
I know. Just beat them.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Talk about the opportunity to get right back at them. So, they got, and that was at Wolves as well, was it?
It was.
Yeah. So maybe they just stayed there all week. I don't know. But,
might as well.
You might as well.
But beautiful Wolverhampton.
Been to the stadium? It's actually a nice little stadium. Actually, I've been there. Did a little tour. But yeah, so I think definitely watch that one. That's a good one, just as a rematch. And then I think the next two are going to be good ones to watch. Early morning, Mansfield Town, Giant Killers of Burnley at home against Arsenal.
That's going to be awesome.
That's going to be good. It's just 6:15 in the morning kickoff.
Mansfield Town, how big is their stadium?
Oh, it's probably 10 to 12, something like.
So
it's decent.
Fairly big.
Yeah, they get a nice little crowd, so it's good.
Usually that's about the traveling audience of Arsenal's. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see how everybody squeezes in. And then the big one, I think this could be the game. Certainly, it's going to get publicized a lot in the United States.
Right.
Because of the whole, American ownership situation.
Sure.
Wrexham at home against Chelsea.
Amazing.
Gosh, I don't want them to beat Chelsea.
Yeah.
I just don't want that to happen. Now they may play them again next year in the Premier League.
Hey, who knows?
We'll see what happens.
Stranger things have
exactly,
happened.
but it's going to be at Wrexham. It's going to be packed. It's going to be absolutely packed.
And Ryan Reynolds will be in the box.
Oh yeah, he will.
And Rob McElhenney.
Yeah. Maybe he'll invite Madonna, and because her daughter, she's a big Chelsea fan these days.
Yeah, well, you don't want Chelsea people up there. You don't mix with them. You let them go in their little blue corner, and Because they're hooligans, right? Don't they start fights and stuff?
No. That was back in the day, not anymore.
Actually, the Chelsea fans are more posh.
Yeah,
aren't they?
exactly.
Yeah.
We're in the West End.
It's
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
like the Liverpool hooligans or the Arsenal Gunners, the Gooners.
Yeah. No, there's a good group. But so I definitely think those two games are definitely going to be the ones that stick out. So you can just sit on your couch and get up early, have your bacon sandwich, have your cup of tea, watch the Arsenal one, Arsenal lose and Chelsea win. Let's do it.
All right. So I have something for you. So
Yeah.
this is well, I should say, first of all, Free Kicks is brought to you by Green White Soccer Club, celebrating our 70th anniversary soon.
Yeah. Exciting.
AI is kind of taking over the world.
Really?
You know about this,
Didn't
right?
know that. I am AI. I don't know if you knew that. This is not really me.
You're doing a good job. So this is the 70th anniversary for Green White, which means it is the 30th anniversary of the song I wrote for them on their 40th anniversary. And I've decided to upgrade, and I went with AI to help me.
Good.
All right.
Good.
And here is, I'm just going to play a little bit of it because I'm working through the kinks.
Yeah.
But here it is. It's called the Green Whites 4, 70 years.
Green White Soccer Club Anniversary Polka! Meine Damen und Herren, Mount Prospect, are you ready? 70 years of Green White Soccer Club! Raise your stains! 1, 2, 3! Prost! Noch ein Bier! Back in 1956, 18 young Germans kicked their tricks. Donauschwaben heart so proud, playing soccer strong and loud. Boots on grass in summer sun, and Mount Prospect dream begun. From dusty fields to victory roar, they shouted loud. Round ice 4, hear the crowd all roar. Raise your stain and stomp the floor. Round ice 4, 15 titles in Illinois lore. Green and white forevermore, 70 years and still we score. Round ice 4, schießt das Tor! Hans Metzinger led the way.
Well, I'll let you do the rest, but
That is fabulous.
Isn't that awesome?
That is an absolute winner. You could release that. People would buy that thing.
Hey, I'm pretty excited about it. I've got to work through some of the names. Here's what I did. I went to our website.
Yeah.
And I prompted AI to look at the history of Green White.
Amazing.
And it has to be a German polka. And that's what they came up with. It's like way better than I could do.
Absolutely. It was tremendous. That is really, really... I mean, and the volume, that sounded... I mean, obviously you did some things to it, but that sounded fabulous.
Yeah. All right. So
Well done. Well done.
All right. So are we back next week with another show?
Yes, we'll be back next week at some point. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right, because I'm leaving town on Wednesday.
All right, so then we'll figure it out. We'll see what we can do.
I don't want to promise anything to the listeners, but we will be back at some point.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Well, let's thank our executive producer Tony Lasano with Opie Shows. We need to thank Ed Silla with the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Great Talk Radio isn't dead; it just moved to a better place. RadioMisfits.com, and we'll be back again soon.
Yeah, we'll do it
with another edition of Free Kicks. Oh. You're supposed to say Free Kicks.
Free Kicks.
There we go.
The proceeding was a presentation of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Find our other great shows on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and at RadioMisfits.com. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Opie Productions.
Tony, can you shut up?
This is Minutia Men with Rick and Dave.
When Michelle and I were having some issues having babies, I would have
Are you sure you want to share this?
Sure, why not? So I would go to fertility clinics, and certain body fluids of mine had to be examined. So those body fluids had to come out of my body somehow. Okay.
I know where you're going with this one.
So go to a room and everybody knows what that room is for. You know, there's magazines there, so you do what you're supposed to do, right?
Right, exactly.
But then, like, okay, what is the appropriate amount of time I need to wait in this room?
Because you go in there, it takes you 35 seconds.
Exactly.
Tony Lasano Podcast, an Opie production on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network.
The nurse gave me a cup, and I looked at her and I said, that's going to take me like 6 months to fill that up. RadioMisfits.com.